now have the chairman's address by our Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad City, Sri Srinivas Reddy Garu, IPS. So,
Honorable Deputy CM Telangana State, Sri Mallu Batti Vikramarka Garu, who is also Honorable Minister for Finance and Energy, who is the chief guest of today's function. Sir, most welcome to our function, and thank you very much for gracing this occasion, sir. My dear colleague, the representative of the DGP office, chief office we call it as, and additional DG Law and Order Telangana State, Mahesh Bhagavat Garu, who was also a panelist for the discussion in the first topic which you heard. My Secretary of Hyderabad City Security Council, Sri C. Reddy Garu, Joint Secretaries, Sri Rajshekar Reddy Garu, Bhaskar Reddy Garu, Colonel K.S. Rao Garu. Most importantly, the keynote address guest, Sri Major General Harsh Chibbar Garu, who is the head of the CMD Secunderabad, College of College of Defense Management, the president of the, it's called as CAPSI, right? CAPSI, who just spoke before me, president of the All India, I think, Security Agencies Association. It's called as CAPSI. I don't know its full form. We'll think about it later. Sri Kunwar Vikram Singh Garu, who is the founder chairman of this CAPSI. My dear colleague and the additional Commissioner of Police, Law and Order, Hyderabad, Sri Vikram Singh Man Garu, the founder, Secretary of HCSC and present advisor HCSC, Sri Bharani Kumar Arol Garu, all the delegates who have come here for this one-day national summit on the private security, all the media friends, and all other invitees. Sir, we are all eager to listen to you, so I would not take much time. But I'll just say a few words about this private security, sir. I mean, the need for private security to supplement the formal security agencies of police, defense, and all need not be overemphasized. It has now already come to stay because of the growing industrialization, particularly the IT industry, sir, and the growing urbanization, which has brought in the consumerism that has propelled the entertainment industry, tourism industry, the banking sector. And these are the areas where, these are the gaps that the formal security agencies like police or the defense or the army or any other formal agencies cannot fill, because we have core duties to do. For example, police has its core duty as, the investigation, detection of crime, investigation, and other issues. The army has its core duty of defending this nation, protecting this nation from the external enemies, while the police and other CAPFs have the task of maintaining internal security. So it's only imperative that this particular field emerges in such a way that it fills the gap. So much so that today you will find the presence of the private security guards, private security personnel. Everywhere you will find them more than you see the police, the regular police. You go to a mall, you have got people with those handheld sets with the metal metal door frame detectors, DFMDs, door frame metal detectors, and the HHMDs, that is handheld metal detectors. You go to the villas, so you'll have the gate, the private security guards protecting and doing access control, verifying who is coming and who is going. Of course, you go to the industries like IT, giants to the miners and the banking industry and all. So it is now everywhere and doing a great job, in filling the gaps that cannot be filled by the, as I told you already, the formal security agencies. So this supplements the, the police, this supplements the defense, the army, and it has enhanced the private security in our society. As the speaker, the moderator for the first panel discussion was saying, what is life without security? You live a life if there is no feeling of sense of security. So that's no life. So this gap has come to be filled in by the private security agencies, and it's an accepted fact, and it is still evolving. How it is evolving? The founder president of CAPSI, Sri Kunwar Vikram Singh, was saying that it is now an industry of 1 crore employees, private security guards. 10 million, 1 crore. It's a big thing. In Telangana alone, we have now, it's a small state, and it's just, a young state. We already have 4 lakh security guards in the state. Sir, somebody was saying, which has to be verified, sir, I think Bangalore leads out of this 1 crore. Bangalore is the city that leads in the number of security guards. I think they have over 1 million in that city alone. No, because Bangalore has been the front runner or the leader of IT revolution in our country. It's called as the Silicon Valley of the India. So there they say it is more than 1 million in that city alone, and then you can think of the future. Very soon, with the industry growing, with the urbanization, rapid urbanization all across, I think the role of private security is only going to increase. But what are the challenges? So as it evolves, in fact, sir, in 2005, we now in India, we have what is called as the Private Security Agencies Regulation Act, in which the rules for registration of the agencies that recruit these guards, and the conditions of training, the conditions of work, the salaries and emoluments have been discussed. And after that, 2005, now almost it is 20 years, sir, 2 decades, I think it is more or less a very well established. It used to be a kind of unorganized sector earlier. Now it is a totally organized and well established security apparatus of our country, as the speakers were saying. As my colleague Mahesh was saying in his panel discussion, that from cycle security to cyber security. So society has gone, has come a long way. So in one of the meetings of, PM's meeting with DGs and the DGPs of the states, so the Honorable PM was saying that when he was a child, he used to see a policeman checking for a cycle that did not have a dynamo in the night. So from there, where did we evolve now? Now we have, the drones supervising us, drones, doing surveillance. Now we have the, such technological gadgets, and including the AI. Because the paucity of time, and because we have to give more time to the Honorable Chief Guest, sir. So I'm not going into the details, and in the next coming 3 panel discussions, I think all these things will be discussed at length. So, but what are the challenges? These are the things. So yes, the industry is growing. It is supplementing to the efforts of police. It is very well accepted now security structure of security apparatus of our country. Fine, but there are challenges which we should, and which I think this summit should address. One is training. The training is still woefully inadequate. You have to, I don't blame the industry, because training is a very costly thing. It has to be a sustained effort. And if you think of having a couple of acres to set up your training center in urban areas, yes, it's going to cost a bomb. But take the example, I'll give the example of GMR. GMR, which manages our airport here, apart from other airports in the country. They've got one beautiful, which is almost matching with the best police training centers. They've got a beautiful training center in rural area, Penugonda. Sir may be aware, Dr. C.R. Naidu, sir, who is here for the next panel discussion, a very well-known name in the police circles and also in the community, because sir has been a great builder of police and community. He has been a bridge. as long as he was in service, even after after his retirement. So they've got, it is at a distance. You don't have to think about training your people in the city. If you are deployed majorly in Hyderabad city, you don't have to think about taking land in the city or around the city. Go a little far. But training is very important. Without training, all this force can be a very let loose force. Training not only in, you don't carry weapons, I know, except, those retainers and all in those gun licenses for banks and all. You don't carry, but that doesn't mean that you don't require that much of training. In fact, in today's world, it is not the firearms that speak more. It is your behavior, it is your courtesies, it is your other, observation skills that matter more. So you got to train them. You have got to train them in how to be, in smart turnout, so that they earn respect for themselves and also for the industry. Then emoluments issues. It is always a complaint. In fact, the curtain raiser for this summit, sir, we had 2 days back with all press, sir. So they were, the press was immediate to ask. There are a lot of complaints from private guards that they are not adequately paid, despite the existence of this Pasara Act and the regulations that are contained therein. So there may be some agencies that are only concerned about doing business and trying to recruit people at cheap labor. And particularly, I must admit, we must all admit here that it draws people, certainly, though it is a very big employer. So one of the importance of this is, as it already discussed, 1 crore security guards. So it is giving employment to that many people, apart from the other, overhead personnel and all who supervise them, who train them and all. But it still remains as one of the lowly paid sectors. So you draw people from really the downtrodden, and also people from far northeast. So their security, their welfare is of paramount importance if you have to take forward this to the next level. So it can't be ignored. So there are complaints. Of course, it's more or less being addressed. It's not that it is too much and prevalent now with the act and with so much of social media presence and all. But still, I think there are some complaints which we need to address. The registration issues, just now I was discussing with our friend Bhaskar Reddy Garu, who is president of APSA. So we have 1,500, and sir, our chief guest sir also was evincing interest as to how many of the security agencies in our state are registered. So we have about 1,500 in Telangana, but only 500 of them are registered. Of course, there are some bureaucratic delays in this. That will also be addressed and brought to the notice of the government during the deliberations in the coming sessions. So that's it. I think, sir, this industry has come to stay, and it is only going to evolve further, grow further, and become an important element of our internal security apparatus, sir. And we are very thankful that person at your level has come to give a fillip to this effort. The Hyderabad City Security Council activities, I don't have to state again because our secretary has already joined. But I'll just tell one thing about our today's chief guest, Honorable Deputy CM Sir's enthusiasm about the society and making society aware. So when we broached this issue of a community radio for Hyderabad City and Tri-Commission rates, and so that we educate people on various issues, cybercrime, women's safety, traffic safety, and various other things. He was the first one to agree and then to clear that proposal, and the proposal is now with him, which he is going to clear, and we are going to get very soon. I think the city is going to get the community radio, by which the entertainment will be there like any other FM radio, but the remaining way, with the time that they use for commercials and all, we'll be using to educate people, and we'll also be addressing issues that concern the society. So now, without taking much time, as we are all waiting for the Honorable Chief Guest's speech, I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and all the best.